Drinks in the air like everybody feel like whoa, whoa. Everybody hands in the sky like we run the night like whoa.
Hi everybody, my name is Jesse Hill, owner of TaZa Hookah Lounge. Now my staff and I got together and we decided it would be pretty cool if we put a lot of the hookah tips and tricks that we've acquired over the years that we've been smoking hookah and put it onto a YouTube channel for everybody. So we're going to bring to you all, as often as we can, a little station we're going to call Hookah Hacks. Now with the Hookah Hacks, it's going to be a bunch of different tips that can save you money, can save you time, and help maintain the cleanliness of your hookah. So without further ado, I bring to you our first hookah hack. Now if you're like me, after you're done with the hookah session, you usually empty the water from your base. You might run a brush through your stem a couple of times, set it to the side for your next session. But the only thing about that is that all the molasses and smoke that was going through the stem can leave a really thick residue that's kind of hard to get out, especially by hand. And a little bit of water that's left at the base of your hookah can actually cause a lot of mold and mildew and germs to build up if you don't clean it out regularly or bleach them out. So I'm going to give you a little tip and trick to clean out your hookah just a little bit better and a little bit quicker and a little more thoroughly. Alright, now here's one of the hookahs that I smoke a lot, called the Boss. I smoked this one just yesterday. After I got done smoking it, emptied the water from the base, and I ran a little bit of water through the top of it just to make sure all the residue was kind of cleared out, and ran a brush through it. And let me show you what the inside of the hookah still looks like without a good proper cleaning of it. Now looking at the hookah that I smoked yesterday, kind of put it up right there so you can see it. You can kind of faintly see the light of the tunnel down there at the end of it, at the bottom of it. Otherwise it's pretty dark. That darkness is a combination of the smoke that got on there and the different molasses that went down inside of it. Now let me show you what you're going to want to do to clean that out properly. Now what you're going to need for this hack are a few things you probably already have lying around your house. Of course you need the brush in order to get inside the stem and then get inside the bowl. Either get a pair of scissors or a pair of clamps, and you're going to need an electric screwdriver. Okay, so what you're going to need for this next step is one of your brushes and either a pair of scissors or a clamp. Now I prefer the clamp just because it makes easier cuts, it makes them a little bit straighter, and takes a little bit less time. You can use the scissors as well. It might take a little bit longer to try to do it. Unless you have a pair of good scissors, you might break them. Or you can just sit there kind of work it back and forth with your hand to try to snap it off. But that could take a little bit of time also. So what you're going to want to do is put the wire right there in the clamps. Right there. Give it a good squeeze. Make a little bit of damage on it. Take it off, and then kind of just rinse it right off like that. Next step. Alright, so at this point, you're going to take your electric screwdriver along with the brush that you had cut. And just make sure to put it in there, and make sure that the brush is in the screwdriver pretty tight. Then, you're going to take your hookah, run a little bit of water through it to kind of loosen up as much of the gunk as you can. Take the screwdriver and kind of go to town. Depending on how big your hookah is, you might have to go through both ends to make sure that it's properly clean. Run some water through it again. And then, yeah, that's a clean hookah. Right, now if you look inside the hookah now, it's sparkling. There's a brilliance in there that was not there before. It's extra shiny. You can see the light glistening off of its innards. And that's the type of hookah that you want to smoke out of. Alright, now to clean out your base, you're going to want to do the same thing that you did at the beginning of your other, cleaning out your stem. You're going to take your electric screwdriver, you're going to want to get a brush, and you're going to fill up your hookah base with just a little bit of water. And same thing, get the brush in there, kind of go to town. It does it a lot quicker than you'll be able to. Gets it a lot more thorough. You're able to get in the corners a little bit better than what you would just by kind of putting the brush in upside down. Little pro tip, it helps to bend the end of the brush just a little bit so that you can get into the corner, especially if you're using some of these Cali Mamoon bases. Just helps out a little bit. Dump the water out. And when you store your base, make sure you store it upside down, just like I have the ones up here. This enables all the excess water to kind of drip out of it so that you don't have to worry about any extra water gathering, any mold or mildew, any of the stuff that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. So that's about it. Hopefully you can use these tips to help clean your hookah a little bit quicker and a little bit more thoroughly. If you like the video, please subscribe to the button down below. And if you have any other tips or tricks that you would like for us to do, leave it in the comment section as well. Thanks for watching it. Hope you subscribe. Hope you like the video. See you in the smoke. I buy banks by the two, no pop. Hey.